Hi guys, welcome back to another awesome coaster fight. Today I'm going to be doing a comparison between Lightning Rod at Tennessee's Dollywood and Twisted Timbers at King's Dominion. These are the two RMCs that I've ridden as of 2019, and I'm going to be comparing these coasters with multiple different categories, and at the end we are going to talk about which coaster is the better one and which one wins. So I have to hurry up here because I've got a homecoming dance I'm attending tonight, and I gotta look fresh. So yeah, so for the meantime, I'm just gonna make a video right now while I'm waiting for the dance to start. So let's get started here with the height category. So Lightning Rod technically is above 200 feet because of the terrain that it uses, but the drop is like 161 feet, I think, or 165, between that zone. And then Twisted Timbers has a height of 111 feet. And so we're definitely gonna give it to Lightning Rod here. So get a point in for Lightning Rod. And alright, let's move on to our next category, which is the drop. This is which drop do I prefer? Do I prefer Lightning Rod's drop, or do I prefer Twisted Timbers' drop? And both drops are awesome. Lightning Rod, of course, has that big gigantic drop where you drop down through the terrain. That was incredible. But Twisted Timbers' drop is super cool too. What I like about Twisted Timbers' drop is that it does, like, it's still technically an inversion. It's not like the Hulk or anything where it's like watch and you just like go through 0G roll and that counts as drop. It's not like that. Like Twisted Timbers, you kind of like leave the left hill, go through a right turn, then you go through this roll, which kind of is the drop. It's really cool. Like it just caught me off guard when I wrote it. Like I saw it, but then when I wrote it, I was just like, wow. But I'm gonna give it, oh no, this is a tough category. This is a very tough category. I can't decide which one I should choose. I think, This thought process took me 5 hours to figure out which one I prefer, but I came to a conclusion. Okay, I have my final choice. I'm giving it to, this is so hard. I'm gonna give it, fine, okay, I'll give it to, I'm gonna give it to Twisted Timbers here. Just for right now. I think both are tied, but like, I don't know, I just gotta give it to one. I think Twisted Timbers is just like, I just like the whole inversion. Lightning Rod's drop is cool, but it kind of feels over pretty quickly. But that's the thing with Lightning Rod. I don't know, I'm sorry that took so long. This is just like, it was a tough category. So I'm gonna give it to Twisted Timbers here. So both are 1 and 1. Wow, look at Twisted Timbers going down its first drop. Let's move on to the speed category. And Lightning Rod is of course gonna dominate this category because it goes 73 miles per hour. It is also the world's fastest wooden coaster at the moment. And while Twisted Timbers does reach a top speed of 54 miles per hour, which is about average for a roller coaster. So Lightning Rod is gonna be getting a point. And without further ado, let's move on to the smoothness category. And by far, Twisted Timbers is going to take this one. Lightning Rod does not come close. Okay, like Lightning Rod overall found to be smooth, but it definitely has some shaky moments with it. But honestly, it didn't bother me. I kind of noticed it more towards the back than the front. That's just what I thought. But Twisted Timbers, that is like probably the smoothest roller coaster I've ever done. I originally thought Mako was the smoothest, but after riding Twisted Timbers, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that was insanely smooth. Probably like smoother than butter. Like it was like uber smooth. Like I've said it just now, I'm gonna say it again. Smoothest roller coaster I've ever done. So Twisted Timbers is gonna take this category. Wow, look at Twisted Timbers going down its first drop. Let's move on to the next category, which is inversions or airtime element, or we can just do the elements category because we just call this an elements category because Lightning Rod does not have any inversions, while Twisted Timbers has some inversions, but both have lots of airtime. And I'm talking about lots of airtime. Like Twisted Timbers has like just so much ejector, and it's incredible. Like it has those 3 back-to-back hills, which are absolutely awesome. And then it also has like a trick track double up, which I thought was pretty aggressive. I really enjoyed that, especially at a front row night ride with a lot of room. And then of course, like Lightning Rod has some of the greatest airtime I've ever experienced. That quad down is by far my favorite airtime moment of all time. Like that was just insane. And literally like airtime, like just throughout the entire coaster, that was just perfect. So Lightning Rod is definitely going to take this category here. And now let's move on to the intensity category. Twisted Timbers is just more fun than intense. I didn't find it to be very intense. I thought it was just more about airtime than intensity. Lightning Rod was not like the #1 most intense coaster, but it was very intense. With that launch was very aggressive. And then I think Lightning Rod just overall is by far more intense. So I'm giving it to Lightning Rod here. So right now it is 2-4. So let's move on to the duration category. And of course, Twisted Timbers is going to take this one. The issue with Lightning Rod is that it was such a short ride. And you can definitely notice it if you've done these two coasters, that Twisted Timbers is a much longer ride. I don't even need to talk about the duration here. Twisted Timbers is definitely going to take this one here. Wow, look at Twisted Timbers going down its first drop. Next up, let's move on to the pacing category. And Twisted Timbers, it doesn't really slow down much. I mean, it definitely slows down, but you don't feel it at all, which is something I like about Twisted Timbers. But Lightning Rod, you keep up that speed throughout the entire ride. It is just awesome how much it keeps the speed. The pacing on Lightning Rod is really good. It's some very strong pacing. So Lightning Rod is going to take this category here. And let's move on to the theming category. And this is a hard one because both coasters, I think, are equally well themed. Twisted Timbers is themed to an apple orchard, and the trains are decorated to a car, but also Lightning Rod has a car design. It's themed, the train is themed to a car. I don't know. But Lightning Rod is of course themed to a 1960s hot rod, that kind of car. But Twisted Timbers, I don't know. It's just, this is a hard category. Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I think this category is a tie. I think this is a tie here because I think both coasters are equally themed. So I'm gonna give a point to both coasters here. Look at Twisted Timbers going down its first drop. So let's move on to the restraints category. And of course, we do the same thing here. Both coasters are going to earn a point because they both have the same exact restraints. So, point here. Look at Twisted Timbers going down its first drop. And that brings us to our final category, which is the setting category. So with the thing with Lightning Rod is that it uses the terrain to its advantage. It is definitely a terrain coaster. With Twisted Timbers, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Excuse me, with Twisted Timbers, it's just kind of out in the field. So, of course, Lightning Rod is going to by far take this one because a terrain coaster is just a much better setting than just a plain field. It's more, it's cooler. So, that is the end of this coaster fight. Taking the lead is... Congratulations, Lightning Rod. You have defeated Twisted Timbers. I think both coasters are incredible. Both are in my top 5, but if you had to choose one, Lightning Rod is your coaster. And I think both rides are awesome. Both, again, has some of the best airtime I've experienced, especially on Lightning Rod. And these are the only 2 RMCs I've done. And if these are the only 2 RMCs that I've done, then man, I need to go out and ride some more RMCs because those would be my top spots then. And everyone tells me that, I mean, these are 2 elite RMCs, so I get it, but I don't know. But Lightning Rod is a superior coaster, and I do think it is the better one from what I've done. I will agree it is better than Twisted Timbers. So that is going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more videos in the future. Also, comment down below, which one do you prefer? Are you on my game? Do you prefer Lightning Rod? Or do you disagree with me and you actually prefer Twisted Timbers? I actually do know some people who actually do prefer Twisted Timbers over Lightning Rod. Look at Peter from Theme Park Crazy. Surprisingly, he likes Twisted Timbers more than Lightning Rod, which I don't get, but that's his opinion. Also, don't forget to check out Theme Park Guy Productions on Instagram for more updates and content. And I will see you guys next time. Have a theme-tacular day.